Hey guys, in today's video I want to be talking about blaming yourself for everything that has happened in your life. And if you haven't heard about this yet, you're going to hear about it in this video. But you probably have if you have seen self-improvement on the internet and stuff like that. But then it will be a reminder for you. But if you're here and you haven't heard about this before, what I mean with this is that the finger, when you point your finger at at somebody else for something that has happened to you, or when you give another person or another thing the reason for you being in a certain situation, you give the power to the person, or you give the power to that thing instead of pointing towards yourself. If you point towards yourself, you give yourself the power to change it. And that's why you should take responsibility of absolutely everything in your life. Everything that is in your life is your responsibility and your fault. It's your fault, everything, even if it's good or if it's bad. And another thing is that you should completely remove good or bad for your life, but is it towards your goal or is it away from your goal? And then you can see if it's good or bad, but whatever. The thing here is just that everything's your fault, and the sooner you point the finger at yourself and realize that, and I'm not saying that you just say this to yourself, but actually realize that everything you have right now is your fault, and everything that you want to get, you're only gonna get by your fault, or like it's only you that's going to get you there. No matter if it's like you meet a guy on the street and he says, I'll give you 10 million. That's also your fault, because you walked on the street and you bumped into that guy and you were saying sorry or hi or what it is, you engaged and you didn't. There's a lot of things you could have done instead. You could have been listening to music, kept your head down, not said anything to a guy, or like if somebody came to talk to you, you could have said, no, I don't want to talk, and move, so everything is your fault, no matter if it seems it's not your fault, or if it seems that an outside thing did something to you and you couldn't do anything about it. That's just bullshit. Don't believe that in yourself. Everything that's in your life is your fault, and you can change it. So that's just what I wanted to put into you guys' head now, or remind you of it if you forgot it, or if you didn't know it. That once you take responsibility and you take ownership of your life, you can start changing it to everything you want. So I've been talking about moving away from my parents because I feel like a lot of the environment here and the circumstances and the rules and them being there, the emotional connections we have, is keeping me to my old self and stopping me from, breaching and developing into a new, kind of person and reinventing myself, right? That's what I have felt like for a long time. But I also know deep down that it's not their fault. It's my fault. I can't blame them for me not achieving the success. I can analyze and see this might be better for me to move out, but I haven't moved out yet. So I am realizing that it's my fault that I'm here, and I need to do something about it to move out, right? But so that's how I will solve that. But just realize that it's not your parents. Your parents can't do anything, and it's your fault that you are here. It's your fault, and it's gonna be your fault if you move out and be successful as well. So it really goes both ways. If you gain success or if you don't. If you go towards your goal or if you don't. So you choose really. And once you start pointing the finger toward yourself and realizing that you have control of absolutely anything in your life, then you can start changing your situation. Thanks, guys.